Minecraft Live is rapidly approaching. We have the Tiny Takeover update coming out any day now, and that leaves us with one major question. What comes next? We could be pessimistic and anticipate another small update with next to no new features, but that's no fun. So today, I propose my dream scenario for Minecraft Live. No crazy outlandish ideas, just my ideal outcome. I present to you Quarrelling Quivers. As the great Cub fan 135 recently shared on X, it has been 7 years since the fletching table functionality was promised. In the Village and Pillage update, several workstations were added. All of them had functionality at launch or received it later, with the exception of the fletching table. Here's a quick mock-up I made for simple UI. I've seen people saying that the fletching table should be used for simply crafting arrows, maybe at a better rate. For example, maybe you'd get a stack instead of 8 you get now? I don't know. I think this is pointless, however. If they were going to do this, they would have done it long ago, and that is why the table has not been given a purpose yet. So, what does the Quarrelling Quivers drop add to the fletching table? It will be used to craft unique arrow types, 32 at a time, due to the more expensive nature of these new ingredients. This will include potion-tipped arrows, which, although they can currently be crafted already, it will use a singular, either regular, splash, or lingering potion, and will make, like I said, 32. In addition to this, spectral arrows will make their long-awaited debut in Bedrock Edition. This is all good and fun, but this is all old. Where's the new content? Well, in addition to these, there will be other unique arrows. I don't want to add copper, iron, gold, diamond, or even netherite tipped arrows. That would be a good way to make more variety of arrows, but that's boring, and also arrows are already pretty powerful if you get power 5. So adding just stronger variants of that kind of makes bows more overpowered than they already are. So my solution is to add more different types of arrows with unique functionality. To keep the scale of the update in check and not go too crazy, after all, I want this to actually be a feasible update, I will only be recommending 2 types of arrows, Flaming and Amethyst. Flaming arrows are pretty straightforward. They're made using a fire charge, so that is, you put 32 in the table, 1 fire charge, you get 32 flaming arrows. They are just like a normal arrow, but they're on fire, kind of like the flame enchantment does. But the benefit to this is that either if you don't have a flame bow, and let's say you don't have a good enchantment setup, it's possible, you'll get flame arrows that way. But the main purpose is for dispensers. Currently, to get flaming arrows through a dispenser, you need to dispense through either fire or lava. This is fine, but it's kind of just extra hassle that doesn't need to be there. So by adding flaming arrows, we streamline this process, which makes flaming arrows more compact for any kind of redstone you may need to do. It also makes it look better. You don't need to have fire or lava there. Meanwhile, amethyst arrows will be used for sound misdirection. They're made using an amethyst shard and 32 arrows in the fletching table. Amethyst arrows will explode on impact, but rather than doing extra damage, the explosion will cause a loud sound. It will reach 16 blocks in each direction. It will activate any skulk mechanisms in that area, and it will confuse wardens, causing them to just run back and forth for a couple seconds. This will make ancient city looting safer. Also, it's a more skilled thing you need to do, because if you are in that area, it'll still find you and get you. It can also be used for mass activation of redstone, which would be cool. It'd make it a lot simpler. Now that we've added new arrows, we need some place to hold them. I present to you another old abandoned feature, the quiver. The quiver holds up to 3 stacks of arrows, and it can be placed in the offhand or in a regular inventory slot. When placed in the offhand, it appears on the player's back, on top of the armor, or
Elytra wingsuits.
Just like before, the Infinity enchantment only works with regular arrows, so the quiver is good for other arrows or if you prefer mending. The quiver can also hold firework rockets if you prefer the crossbow, Or if you just want a sneaky way of carrying more rockets for your flight, you could use that to hold 3 extra stacks. So if you run out, you just take a stack out and keep going. Lastly, because I didn't forget about the builders here, I present to you Flint Blocks. You're welcome. There you have it, the Quarrelling Quivers drop. Not too crazy, right? This would be a great first step to combat parity between Java and Bedrock, something we desperately need. If we were in the old update system, I'd be proposing an entire combat overhaul, but unfortunately we don't get updates like that anymore, so that'll be a separate drop idea altogether. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Quarrelling Quivers drop. Is it necessary, or are our resources better spent elsewhere? Are there any other arrow types or changes to my ideas you'd like to see? If you want to see a sequel going over a full combat update, give the video a like, share it, and subscribe so you don't miss it. I guess we'll have to wait and see what Minecraft Live brings. I hope whatever the next update is, it adds something that everyone can enjoy. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.